everybody, it's Eric from ad&d Productions, and today I've got another pickups video for you guys. I've been doing some more game hunting, hitting some of the thrift shops and local game shops, and I found some really good deals on some really cool stuff. So let's take a look. Now, the first thrift shop I want to bring up is a thrift store called Deseret Industries, and the reason why I want to bring up that one specifically is because it's not called Goodwill. Lately, I have had some really good luck hitting the non-Goodwill thrift shops, a lot of these smaller ones, and Deseret Industries is a good example. I hadn't been there in a while, and my wife has been looking for a piece of furniture, so we decided to go over there, and I found some really cool stuff that I was pretty excited about. The first cool thing that I found was a complete in box NES game. I found NES Play Action Football, and this was only a few dollars, and I know it's not like the find of the century or anything, but I didn't have this complete in box, and this is in really good condition, and it's always fun to find a complete in box NES game when you're at a thrift shop. So definitely picked that up. I was excited to have that. And then I also found a this is funny, a brand new box of Sony floppy disks for 50 cents. And I will use these. I'm always happy to find brand new boxes of floppy disks, so that was cool to find. And then did a little bit more digging through the PC stuff, and I found mini golf for Pocket PCs and Palm OS, and it says it'll also run on Windows 95. And the reason I picked this up is the screenshots on the back reminded me of like a mini golf game I used to play on Windows 3.1. I can't remember what it's called, but this was brand new and factory sealed and only $1.50, and I have something that'll run it, so pretty excited to pick up that goofy little thing. And then the last thing that I found that I was really excited to find is another factory sealed brand new old school PC game. I found Airborne Ranger from Microprose. And this is really old. It says copyright 1987 on the back. It says it's for IBM PC, XT, and AT compatibles. And it's brand new, factory sealed, and I only paid $2 for it. And I love Microprose games. XCOM, Masters of Orion, a lot of those games are my favorite, and the screenshots on this just looks awesome. I've never actually heard of this game, so I'm excited to open this up and install it and give it a play. And again, always happy to add a complete box old school PC game to my collection, especially for only $2. So definitely check out your thrift shops that are not Goodwill. Now let's take a look at some of the stuff I found at local game shops, because that's something else I wanted to go over too. Doing some game hunting at your local game shops is not always a fruitless effort. There are good deals to be had. For example, yesterday I was at a place called Collectors Marketplace, and I was there for the Game On Expo Volunteers Rally. I will be volunteering at the Game On Expo again this summer in Phoenix, Arizona. So I was there for the first volunteer rally. And within Collectors Marketplace, there's a booth, a video game, retro video game shop. And I picked up a copy, 2 games actually, which for 2 systems that I'm collecting for that it's hard to find games for. I found a copy of Robotron, hard to say, Robotron 2084 for the Atari 7800. I'm really excited to add this to my collection. This was only a few dollars, I think it was $6 for a complete Atari 7800 game, and I don't find these very often, so that was cool to find. And then I also found, again, for a really reasonable price, I forget what I paid exactly, but it was a damn good price for this. It was a Space Harrier on the Sega 32X. I think I paid $9 for this, which is a smoking deal. And the Space Harrier is one of the reasons why I picked up a Sega 32X. So excited to have this in my collection finally. I need to find Afterburner. But again, at a retro game shop, of all places, found some good deals on stuff. Also, another game shop that I go to sometimes is Fallout Games. There's one in Tempe, Arizona, and I found some good deals on stuff there. I'm collecting for the Atari Lynx, and again, that's another system that's just hard to find games for in my area. They had a brand new copy of Crystal Mines 2. Now, the box isn't in the best shape, it's a little banged up, but it is still brand new, factory sealed, and I think I paid like $5 for this, because Atari Lynx games are cheap. But again, happy to find one, and happy to add this to my collection at a game shop. And then I also picked up a Game Genie for like $5 for the Sega Genesis, and I need this because I want to play some import games. This will help me play those. And then lastly, at that game shop, I have been recently started collecting for the Nintendo e-reader, and somebody earlier, a couple days before, had just traded in a bunch of Nintendo e-reader cards, so I picked all those up. These sets were just a couple of bucks each. I picked up Pinball, Baseball. I actually really like the NES baseball game, so I was happy to pick that up. Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Jr., one of my favorite old school arcade games, the original Mario Brothers. Was happy to pick that up. And then also, this is just a single card. This is a Game & Watch game. It's Manhole, and this was pretty cool too. I'm excited to try this out. I don't have any Game & Watch e-reader game cards, so Excited to try that out. And then also they just had like a thing, this is like some random cards, like some Pokemon Channel e-reader cards and Animal Crossing e-reader cards, and there's some Super Mario Bros. 3 e-reader cards, so this was just a few dollars for like the random ones. So that was cool at Fallout Games, found some good deals on some cool stuff. And then the last game shop I wanted to mention, actually two game shops. There's one, One Up Games in Mesa. I popped in there and found a copy of the Legendary Axe for the TurboGrafx 16 for a really reasonable price. I don't see this game usually except for like at conventions, and people are asking usually like eBay prices for it at conventions, so really cool to find that at a game shop for a really reasonable price. And they're pretty solid dudes over at One Up Games. I highly recommend them. That's kind of, I think, my new favorite game shop right now, actually. I like that place a lot. And they've got some obscure stuff like TurboGrafx 16 stuff, so definitely check them out. And then the last game shop set of pickups I had is one other shop in Gilbert, Arizona called Games... Oh shoot. I think it's called Games Plus, but it's in Gilbert, Arizona. And I found a brand new unopened pack of Nintendo e-reader cards there for a few dollars. I found Golf, so I was pretty excited because I've never had brand new ones before, so I'm excited to open those up. And then I also found a brand new Game Boy Advance game. I found Konami's Collector Series Arcade Advance for the Game Boy Advance. And this has some games on it I like. It's got Frogger, Time Pilot, which is an awesome game, Russian Attack, Scramble, Gyrus, ER Kung Fu. So this is pretty cool, and it's brand new factory sealed, so there will be a video I'm sure on this eventually because these are some really cool games. I'm interested to see how this plays on the Game Boy Advance. But that was a cool find at a game shop too. Now, let's get back to some thrift shops. There's another one that I went to recently, and again, this is another non-Goodwill one. This one's called White Dove Thrift Shop, and it's for, I think it's Hospice of the Valleys Thrift Shop. And I found some interesting stuff there. I found a NES 4-score adapter for $4. And I was really excited to find one of these because earlier I had found that, a complete in-box copy of NES Play Action Football, and I'm excited to try that for players, and now I have a way to do that. So that was a cool find. And then I found a really interesting joystick. I found a Slick Stick from Suncom, and this says it works with Atari computers, Atari 2600, Sears Telegames, Commodore, Texas Instruments, so, anything that an Atari joystick will work with. But it's like a little small Suncom stick, and I'm a sucker for boxed accessories, like especially like Suncom stuff, old logos like that. So I was pretty happy to find this, and this was just $5. Really cool find. And then right before I left, I did a little bit more searching, and I found another factory sealed big box PC game. I found Capitalist Pig. This is for Windows 3.1, and it's like I said, factory sealed. And there's kind of an interesting story behind this. My high school, for some reason, had a bunch of boxes of this and was just giving this game out for free. And so I had this game in the past, and I never opened my copy. I don't know what happened to it, but it just sat on my shelf for years sealed, and I got rid of it at some point. And I never really thought about it again until I saw another brand new copy at this thrift shop. So I had to pick this up again. This was just a few dollars. And I'd love to know more about this game. It's let's see here, Capitalist Pig, the business simulation game from a company called Pigworks that was based out of Mesa, Arizona. So that's where I went to high school, is Mesa, Arizona. So I'm guessing that's part of the reason why my high school had it. But yeah, I definitely want to find some more information about this, open this up, install it, see how it actually played. It looks like a sim game, but just you're running some sort of corporation. So should be interesting. Was definitely excited to see that. And again, just a few dollars, I'd love to add that to my collection. Now this last set of stuff is some stuff that I found at a Goodwill. There are still things to find at Goodwill also, but I wanted to reiterate, make sure you're checking thrift shops besides Goodwill. But I did find some really cool stuff at Goodwill recently. This was all at one Goodwill, as a matter of fact. The first thing, I found a Gravis joystick. And I was really excited to find this because I have found a lot of these in the past, but they're always banged up and dirty and they never work right. This one works perfectly. It's really clean and in good shape. And it was marked $2.99, and that color was half off that day, so I paid $1.50 for this. And I have been having a lot of fun playing Wing Commander 2 with this, so definitely excited to add that to my collection and set along next to my Gravis PC pad. And then I found over in the toys, I found a original from 1978 Simon game. This is cool. This thing's in really good shape. It's really old. I only paid a few dollars for this. And I remember playing with a Simon at my grandparents' house, and I'm pretty sure it was just as old as this one because it had the same Milton Bradley Electronics logo on it. And yeah, just a few dollars. Really cool find. Love Simon. That was cool. And then I went over and looked around over by where they have like the CDs and stuff, and I found, this is cool, I found The Incredible Machine from Sierra. This is a game I've heard a lot about but never actually played, so I'm excited to add this to my collection and give it a try. And then over by the VHS tapes, the first thing I found, which was cool, is I found another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS tape. I do a little bit of VHS collecting, especially like 80s and 90s cartoons. And I've got quite a few Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS tapes, but I didn't have this one. So I was excited to add that to my collection. And then over in the VHS tapes of all places, there was a brand new factory sealed Atari Lynx game, which I was excited to find. This is Zybots. I loved this arcade game as a kid, and I was really excited to find this. Brand new, it's still got the little like retail hangery thing on it. So I'm excited to open this up and give this a try as well. And lots of brand new stuff I've been finding at thrift shops lately, which has been really awesome. And then I decided, I was gonna check out and leave, but I figured, I better go check the case. I forgot to check the case where the good stuff is. And I found something that I've been looking for a while for a really good price and really good shape. I'm really excited about this. I found a Model 1 Intellivision, and it's in really good shape. Look at this bitchin' wood grain. I love that, and the gold, thing is, it's in really good shape. It works great. This was $30, but it was half off, so I paid $15 for this. I've really been wanting to add one of these to my collection. They had 2 games for a few dollars each, which were a really good price. I picked up Pitfall, and this is a really solid port of Pitfall. I've been playing this, and this is actually really fun, so you can expect a video on that pretty soon. And then I also picked up, I haven't had a chance to try this one out, and I didn't know this existed, but I picked up Advanced Dungeons and Dragons for the Intellivision. This should be interesting. I'm kind of excited to see what Advanced Dungeons and Dragons on the Intellivision looks like. So, Mad Productions officially has an Intellivision. Super excited about this. You'll see a lot more videos on Intellivision games and the Intellivision system in itself in the very near future, because like I said, I've been looking for one of these for a long time. And to get this and the 2 games, I think I paid like less than $20 for the 2 games and this total. Great smoking deal. So again, guys, keep going out there, keep game hunting, hit your Goodwills, hit your other thrift shops besides Goodwills, even hit your local game shops. There is tons of good finds to be had out there. Not everything has to be NES. I'm finding really cool obscure PC stuff and Atari stuff, new Intellivision system to play with, so super excited. Anyways, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button that should be appearing over here in a minute here, probably in like a second or two. You'll see that there. And also, here's some other videos you guys can check out. Make sure you do that. Also, follow us at the social media links down in the description below. That's the best way to keep up with what's going on with the channel. And as always, thanks again for watching, guys.